Oh yeah. Hiya, it's April Major, and it's my second of my British voice coaching kind of coaching sessions, and just coming at you from what we're going to be talking about today, and really it's very simple. Because my view of it is essentially, it's not about high-pitched squeaky, which is like that, and I can do that very well. And I don't know, but I find it's quite false, and it's hard to maintain all day. I'm sure I could do it because obviously I do a lot of singing, and that's in my other life, but I won't go into that. But to do that all day could be a bit of a strain for a lot of people. So I bring it back down here. So we're not going down there, which is quite masculine. So bring it back up. And when I say bring it, so the voice has kind of got registers, pitches, tonalities, that sort of thing. Okay. So if we kind of position ourselves at a level we feel comfortable with, which is maintainable all day, we'll be fine. So I think around there, that sort of pitch is working quite well. What we've done is eliminate out the bass tonalities, and we haven't gone for kind of that sort of squeaky thing, which it might be a sort of transition to go from down there to up there. But what we're trying to do is introduce some kind of middle ground, and I think I quite managed that most of the time. Okay, so other than essentially pitch and tonality, we need to think also about the choice of language. For example, here we go. Let's be really absurd. So essentially, if you need to go, maybe you go to the lavatory or something. So essentially, you wouldn't say, "Oh, I'm just gonna have a slush, mate." I mean, that's not good. It's not very fair. Possibly you might better say, "Oh, just need to check my makeup." I'm popping for the ladies, or after the or something like that. So it's much going to slash or going to type push net. It's not nice. Okay, so well, just in general, really, probably nice to avoid those words. So just try not being snob. It's just about it's not all about this whole being a lady thing. It's just polite, isn't it? I mean, why? What was I mean, if you're a guy, you not fancy a girl, go fancy, "Oh, can I have a slush now?" Or even if you say, "Oh, can I have a slush now?" It's not nice, Oh, this is where I'm coming from anyway. So if you think it is nice, then fine. You shouldn't be watching it. Should okay. Moving on to the tempo aspect, and you probably notice the way that I have my little pauses, and then I have my little bursts of energy, and the way I kind of look at the camera and move around and so forth. We do that to excess, actually, but yeah, I do a bit of that because it just comes with being personal, and I think you'll probably find the same with you eventually. But pay attention to it, and at the start you're probably not going to be straight into it, but it's a question of being aware of what you're doing all the time, and even to sort of, the way you're sitting. I mean, posture is really important as well. I was told the other day, in fact, by a friend, well, Australia, for God's sake, Australian telling me. But she said it's really important that you don't kind of slouch and so forth. And I do have a tendency to slouch, and quite one's head to the side is kind of quite nice. So that's also, these things are useful. Okay, now also about avoidance and bass resonances, and it's obvious really. You don't want to sound like some sort of opera singer or something. The Mansfield system. It's got the same bits. So essentially, we've got the same bits. Produced from the larynx and from the voice box, whatever you call it. I don't know. But choose to position your voice not from the chest so much, because if you bring it from the chest, obviously you've got bigger chest and therefore it's got bigger resonance and so forth. You don't want to draw from the chest. You want to draw essentially from the head voice, and the head voice is kind of the head voice up there like that. You want to be drawing from around about there. So essentially it's coming from the throat. So the throat is just the upper part of the chest, and then you'll start making reasonable progress, I think. So there you go. Let's come back to those three essential areas: choice of language, your variability of tempo. So you've got different. So you don't just blurge out. Basically try and drown out the other person's voice all the time, which is what some people do all the time, because essentially they're trying to get ahead of what the other person's saying. So if you haven't noticed with politicians, this is the way they all speak. They'll just continue on and on and on and on, which is very useful tool, and men do it a lot more than women do it. But when women do it, it's because they're professionals and they know that they're trying to put their point over very rapidly and very concisely and very straightforwardly and very persuasively. Normally, a woman won't do that. She'll pause, she'll think. She's not she's not trying to push somebody into the corner, unless maybe she's a teacher or something, like vocally she would be using her expertise to put that point over in the way that she regards as necessary. Okay, we're not talking about school classes and stuff anyway. Right, and variability of pitch, that obviously, one moment will just be quite high and then bring it down a little bit. And I tell you, another really important aspect of it is assonance, sound words, and aspirants. That's the one I was looking for, aspirants. Sounding the T's, very important. Sounding the ends of words, very important. So that makes it much more precise, measured, and essentially giving a feeling of thought through thought. How about that for a tricky tongue twister? Yeah, thought through thought. So that's good. And of course, avoiding this whole bass thing, which isn't easy, particularly as the day goes on, because your voice gets drier. So one thing to look out for is maintain that you've got a decent amount of hydration going on, because that will affect your voice. So there you go. It's 8 minutes long, this one. Terribly sorry. I've been trying to keep it to 4 minutes, but I have rambled rather in this. But yeah, I'll put some titles over it at key points, and so maybe that might help you as well. So there you go. So it's April Major, and that was my second one, my second voice coaching video, and I hope it's to your satisfaction. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.